Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Shadow Empire, where we are playing as the Salic Federation. Almost lost the name of the game there for a second. Last episode, we were beginning to get our forces in position for a future offensive against Darkland to our south, to their capital of Libir. We have to go through the Triton Timbers, which is a large forest between us and them, but there does seem to be a road going through the center of it. But the objective we're going to shoot for is to try and cut off as many of their forces in or on the border as we can in the first turn of the conflict, and then kind of wear them down from there. Hopefully cutting their forces down enough so that we can deal with them on a 1-to-1 basis, or even 2-to-1 basis, better for us. The current plan is to take the northern kind of protection forces as we pushed our frontier out quite a bit, take them down south, bolster our border, as well as picking up a tank. I believe it was a tank regiment we're wanting to pick up. Yeah, a full tank regiment. Or no, not a tank regiment, an independent motorized infantry regiment to go with our tank brigade, our battalion. And our mobile regiment that we have here as well as our infantry regiment. So like a big bruisers on this side, swing in, hold them there maybe, and get most of our forces around, knock them out, then push with the second infantry brigade being second infantry brigade and whatever we can get else to support them, holding the line at the capital with whatever's on this front. Because we do have an option of going all the way down here without triggering anything, so we might just go ahead and do that. So the objective will be to swing in with our first infantry brigade. But yeah, that's the current plan. We're building up a new recycling facility and upgrading our water mine here to help with our water deficit, because we now have 2 farms up and running. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going right now. We do have a deficit of workers, I think, because we need 23,900 workers, but some of those are construction jobs, but we need to do that. So we'll see. We'll see what we got. But let's go to the next turn, see what happens. So, what do we got this turn? Pardon me, guys. Don't think I mixed my tea correctly, or at least I didn't mix it as much as I wanted to. It's got a sealable top, so I'm just going to shake it around a little bit. I think the milk mixed in as much as I wanted. I think that's better. Let's see what Darkland does. Like, what's their plan? I'm hoping that they garrison this section a lot. That'll make coming around them a lot easier. surprising how different the game can feel depending on where like what planet you're playing on. Because the last planet, like our little planetoid, we were struggling to support like, brigades of troops, but now we're like, we're not too far away from being able to support, like we probably could support a full division right now, but it's kind of amazing this early in the game. I mean, we barely even have like proper food production, but that's because we can just kind of open air farm and it'll give us food. Oh, and as a little warning to you guys, I don't think it'll come up because it didn't come up last time, or it didn't come up when I put up my lights. But I am doing some, not renovations, but I'm changing around my office, my at-home office, which is also my bedroom, for now at least. So I'm going to be picking up a new computer screen for the computer, so I'll have 3 for productivity reasons. That required me picking up a new desk to fit it, and just a couple of general things. So I'm going to be changing around my desk and stuff probably in the next week or 2. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. My screens are going to be all part of a stand, so it kind of all just slots in together. The desk is supposedly very easy to put together. Probably the hardest part's just going to be taking apart my current desk, which is like a glass and metal office desk, or not office, like it's a corner desk, it's glass and metal, and it's a bitch to move, so I got to break it down into like component pieces, and it's all like Allen key screws and stuff, so it's kind of it's just fiddly, so that'll probably be the longest thing of it. But I just wanted to let you guys know if there's like I'm not planning on there being any type of actual break in recording or anything like that, because I want to get back to recording enough and uploading every day. We'll see if anything comes of that. And maybe if I have a second series up, we could see like a break in that second series. But they'll just giving you a heads up. I don't think you guys will notice anything, even though the new screen will be 1440p. I'm only going to be able to upload what I can upload. And because the aspect ratio is the same, I don't think anything will change, really, on your guys' end. So, oh well, we'll see. Okay. Fanaticism, yes. Fate Stratagem Pack rewarded. Civilization level 3. Cool. Cool. Attract free folk. We might go ahead and do that. God damn, things coming around us. Okay. Applied science. Keep going with your current budget. Punish these thieves. Phew. A lot of militants. How goes the construction here? It's going. Let's see, if we back up, maybe it'll go this way a little bit. We can get it. Or no, we don't want it on the road. This way we've got all sides surrounded. We might even go ahead and get our boys to go and help. Because it's going to be a little bit before we can actually go to war. So maybe with this new positioning, we can get a decent all-around attack going from everywhere, and we can knock out these big guys and then not have to worry about them, and we can actually apply all of our forces on the southern border. That would be great. Trade, sell off these rare metals. Let's pick up some water. I guess one machine tool. Okay. Stratagem zone. I think we got the ability of calling it or attracting the free folk. So let's do that. Managed to attract 18,900 free folk. There we go. Next turn will be probably a small city. So we just got over 100,000 living here now. That's good. Very good. Stratagem-wise, don't we also have a prospecting push? We do. Let's go ahead and try that. We might get a good roll. Found oil deposits. Okay, cool. And let's look at the archaeology effort. 99. Oh, so close. So where was the other oil found? Or are we covering it somewhere? Oh, here. Okay, so we've got a lot of oil. Can we trade that oil for water? That would be great. Let's see. These guys are they're a miner. So do we have any minor things we can work off? Offer client annexation, unification, propose peace. Let's see. We got 100 plus 100. We've got a fairly good chance at this, actually. Critical success. Banner State is very happy and accepted to become a client state with a big ceremony. Cool. Now we've got Banner State, so that's good. They'll pay us taxes, so we can buy up things we need. The big thing we need to look at is annexation of them soon, peacefully. That'll open a new front, but it will also make us far more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Sorry, this is so stupid. Could send some spies. Let's spy on these guys. Success. And then let's spy on these guys to get a little bit more information on them as well. So that means we've got 2 spies there, 2 spies there. So that'll give us a bit more information. So Hanso. And that's Brensmark. Okay. That's not Hanso, that's Hansen. Just can't see it yet. I want to see where everything's deployed here, so maybe next turn. But that looks like everything we can do, so let's go to the next turn. Can't believe we have to devote our entire military to taking care of these monsters. But now that they're in a better position, we might be able to knock them out. And if we can knock them out, then we're far more secure. And now with the artillery, we might be able to bombard them a bit more. We even built up a tank force. Tanks might be able to deal with them. I mean, come on. I think, what do we got? We have, what is it, a 40mm howitzer on these tanks? If that can't do anything, what can? Ooh, and I just noticed our farm fields are growing down here, so we've gone to another tile, so it's not just the one it's on. So that's what I'm saying. I like that. I know it's such a stupid little thing, but that's cool. I like that buildings and things you do in the game will actually show up, like on the map, will affect the environment. I think that's a cool little thing, like naturally, like organically. It's actually one of the reasons I really enjoy. If you guys don't know, if you don't know the game, Aurora 4X, because although it's very simple, kind of what you do really affects the star systems and things you grow into, because you start having like civilian economy like show up on its own. Like I think in Aurora 4X you can have like civilian shipping and colonizing and stuff like that, and at first it's kind of just guided by you putting out contracts to like move and ship things, or if there's like a little extra room on a colony, like a colony ship from a company will just pick up colonists from like Earth, for example, and bring them to Mars if there's a little extra room, and then maybe they'll bring infrastructure as well, and it'll kind of be a feeding loop where they'll bring infrastructure from Earth. That'll create more room. Colony ship will bring more colonists. Infrastructure goes back, is brought in there, and it just keeps going back and forth. But at a certain point as well, you start seeing like those civilian ships pick up things like production goods, like civilian goods, like low-level goods that you don't really have any need for, or any like it's not a huge deal, like furs or plastics or spirits and wine and precious metals, things like that don't really have any use for you building ships and military and or colonizing efforts or anything like that, but increase happiness on planets and grow your economy, and they'll start shipping those things around there of their own volition, and I think that's amazing. That's awesome. So more games need to have that. Need to have like little like procedural. I don't even know if procedural generation, like organically generated effects of the nation you control. That would be great. I don't know. It's just I don't even know if that's a particularly hard thing to do for game devs, or if it's just something that's they don't think is worthwhile. But I love that kind of shit. And so few games do it. Next turn we should see these guys, since they're client state. They should just be visible to us. Which kind of turns us, I guess, into a regional power, or at least a local power, now that we control another area outside of our borders. Oh, and to go back on my little rant there, or like side thing, I have been, like, I really want to do an Aurora 4X series. The problem with Aurora 4X is it doesn't really lend itself to episodic content as well, without a lot of editing and kind of cutting things down. But I think it would make a great streamed game. And the problem is I don't have a good internet connection to stream, like, game stuff. I mean, Aurora might be the exception since it's mostly text-based. But I would really love to be able to stream that, and it's something I might do. Like I've got my fingers crossed for Starlink. More fuel deposits, Jesus. Okay. Strength of will, cool. Discovered high-speed machine guns, all right. Ultralight aircraft, cool. Discovered a new tech rocket engine. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. All right. So how big are you? You're not that... Ooh, actually you're larger than I thought. Panzermark. Non-alliance. Panzermark's border must be somewhere like around here. We'd probably show it, but who knows. Okay. So you've expanded quite far. Got a very large military. Nice. Okay, Liberty. That's not Liber, that's Liberty. So, Liberty. As far as I can tell, you do not have a large military force. Okay, Salzburg. Hansen. Alright. Starting to get an idea of what we got here. Alright. Now, let's see. Can we attack these guys? Switch. Just a regular bombardment. Okay. Ooh, we did get... Apparently one of them was going to retreat, so, I mean, that shows a little bit of weakness. Alright, let's... Tanks. This guy, this guy. All of our regulars first. Okay. Ooh, we might be able to do that. Do more bombardments. Yeah, our artillery battalions have far more guns, so if we can get both of them in there, that'll actually help a lot. Decisions, new organization. We don't have the political power, even though I would like to get a staff council. So we give a stratagem for that. And it's in the nation tab. Political points. Give me that. Thank you. Give us a staff council. High-speed machine guns, good. Go ahead for minor military. Undo that. Ask him to give a speech. Upgrade our city. We do have the political power for that. And there we go. So now, Salic Shelf is a minor city. Nice. Very nice. Our water continues to go down, but we are making progress with our construction. I think we're going to go ahead and 50% maximum construction speed to increase the construction speed of this. All right, that works. Okay. So next turn we should be able to kill these red lizard dogs. Then, yeah, we'll see what happens. Do want to check this. Some miners, we could... of a great federation. Must have as protector or master. Does this work on them? It would. Difficulty 2D100. Okay, so it's a harder thing to do. But we do have a plus 90 to that, so we have like 1D100 plus 90, so it's kind of that one's more of a crapshoot. So that one's 2D100. Okay. All right. Well, that's not... I mean, we can do that in the future if we get a better foreign affairs person. But looking at the time, we're going to have to end the episode there. So, thank you for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to, please leave a comment down below, hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye.